Good afternoon, everybody. Bob Georgiou, Remax Cord. Your rolling realtor report for early April 2022. Roll the intro. Before we get to the 5 pre-indicators of real estate correction, I'm going to go over the local information with you and do the market report. This one's going to be pretty straightforward. There's not much to report. We are definitely in a plateau and a transitioning market. We're starting to see the March closes, and they are very strong. The market numbers for March are going to be off the charts. Craziness, and we're definitely in stratospheric pricing and all-time highs for Central Contra Costa County. There is signs of change, though. I'm beginning to see pushback from buyers. It's not evident in the numbers. The weakness that we saw last week has whipsawed back the other way. Been completely erased on 1 week's worth of activity. Was just a minor dip in the market, but we're really talking small sample sizes. Literally, approximately across the board: Danville, San Ramon, Pleasanton, Walnut Creek, 4 houses in every price segment. Total of 12 units for each one of these communities, which is insanely low. I mean, inventory can double or triple, and we're not going to have any impact meaningfully in downward prices for a plannable future. And I don't even see that happening until July, August at the very soonest, and probably more likely the fourth quarter. And at that point, we're going to be in a whole new world anyways. The only blip in the market this week is Walnut Creek, where we are starting to see some price decreases. The small sample size skew notwithstanding, it's not meaningful. I shouldn't say notwithstanding. The small sample sizes are very meaningful because if 1 or 2 houses reduce or whatever, it looks like a huge market correction, which is simply not the case. I expect that to be a 1 week blip. By the time we do the end of April report, I expect that to go away. But it's the only thing that's notable in the numbers. And whether it's the indication of a trend, we'll only have to watch moving forward. My betting is that it's just a blip. It will pull back just like Pleasant Hill did and Concord did last week. I'm also looking at the closing numbers today, Tuesday. Concord is beginning to plateau. I'm seeing that developing. That's been a trend for the last couple of weeks. The closes are they're still closing 3 to 5% above list prices, but what I don't see are the list prices increasing. I don't see 1,500 square foot homes coming on the market at 750 where they're closing at. They're still coming on at right around 700 and moving up, and that's pretty much the way the landscape looks at every single price point. The trend for January, February, and March has been the same. I'm going to call Concord in a plateau, and I think that Walnut Creek is going to be the next one to form it on increased inventory. But that's a long-term plan. Again, I'm not going to see what's really going on until June or July. And we're going to be in a whole new world, and we'll be going into the summer doldrums, I should say, at that point. And I expect the market to peak here in the next 45 days or so. So that's what I've got for the market report. Let's now talk about the 5 pre-indicators of a market correction. The 5th indicator of a market correction are contract fallout rates. I've been stating for the last couple months that we are in a very low inventory situation, so the fallout rate is distorted. If one house falls out when there's only 16 units of inventory, that's going to look like a 20% fallout rate. And that's significant in that it's 20%, but given the small number sizes, if you double the inventory, two houses are going to have to fall out in order for the number to be significant. But as the inventory increases, if the fallout rate continues to hold at 20% or increases, that will be a meaningful indicator that the market is starting to move into a correction mode of some kind or another. Item number 4. Closing prices at or below list price. As markets transition out and prices continue to go up, when the closing prices of the home are close to the list price after big increases, this shows that the market is beginning to plateau. The rate of increase basically shows mathematically that the rate of increase drops and the market is shifting into another mode where the indicator is going up and then up and up and up. List price, close price, list price, close price, list price, close price. List price, close price, list price, close price, list price, close price. So there you go. So that will be an indicator that a market correction is coming, because if the trend continues, you get market list price, close price, list price, close price, list price, close price, and on until we get an actual correction mode. The number 3 indicator of an upcoming price correction is price reductions. When you start to see price reductions, that'll be an indicator that the buyer sentiment has changed and things are taking a turn against the sellers. Better agents will typically price a home a little bit below where the list price is, but some segments of the market, non-believing sellers or weak agents, will price a home improperly. And as the market goes against the sellers, even in neutral markets, these homes will sit on the market longer and will sometimes have to reduce in order to sell. In an upwardly moving market, sometimes the market will catch up with the seller's price and the home will sell even if it's not priced well. But in neutral markets or downwardly moving markets where buyers have leverage, they just won't pay. And so consequently, these things certainly show up at the close of escrow. And as I mentioned as before, in item number 4, closing prices at or below list, agents who are actively in the market will be able to prepare their sellers for these market transitions before the numbers appear on the public or are reported in the news. The news cycle typically follows real estate by at least 30 days, possibly as many as 60 days. And so in these transitioning markets, this is where strong agents excel and sell properties. The last indicator is market time extensions. So even a well-priced home in a transitioning market, unless it's deliberately priced using a multiple offer strategy, the market times will extend on the property's first sign. What'll happen here is lesser properties, less than perfect properties, may come and go on their multiple offer review date, not attracting an offer or attracting a single offer, and at which case there may be a couple rounds of counter offers where it'll take a few days to negotiate because the buyer has acquired some market leverage and can put together a fair contract for them relative to where we're at right now, where buyers are forced to write all cash, non-contingent offers whenever and wherever possible. So this is even in a normal market, and even with a properly priced house. Right now, for example, the market time would be 5 days, but after add on a few days of negotiation, that could extend to 7-9 days. And that will be one of the pre-indicators that the market is going to change in the future, because the agent and the buyer, the seller and the buyer, have taken additional time to negotiate contracts, whereas in a super strong seller's market like we're in right now, the property would go into contract on the offer date or within 24 hours of the offer date, and the market time would be minimal. It would be 5 to 7 days, which is exactly where it's at right now. So need to watch out for, moving forward, an extension of these times, even a few days, because a few days means that there are fewer multiple offers, and the offers, and even in multiple offers, the seller has to go back and forth and negotiate with its pool of buyers in order to maximize the strength of the contract. And again, these numbers won't be known until after close of escrow, but because we agents have access to the MLS, we can see what exactly happened or piece it together with the information that long before it ever hits the press, the internet, or what have you. Next video, I will take this one topic and I will expand on it more specifically to detail some important features of the extension of the market times and how markets correct. I think I'm going to be at about 15 minutes on this video, so I think this one topic I can speak on for 15 more minutes. And if you see me wearing the same shirt, I recorded this thing at the same time. So anyways, appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. If you're interested in my weekly emails, shoot me an email down below with the information below, and I'll add you to the email list. I send out, if you're in one of my farms, I send you out neighborhood comps once a month, and then just a regular newsletter that has fun tips for being a homeowner. So appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hope you enjoyed the week in the transitioning crazy weather. My name is Bob Georgiou with RE/MAX Accord. Look forward to talking to you, and next time we'll see you in escrow. Have a great day.